Have you ever looked into a mirror for too long? I mean, really looked until it felt like your reflection was more alive than it should be. That's where my story begins. I'm not here to scare you, or maybe I am. But let me warn you, once you've heard this, you'll never look at a mirror the same way again. Still want to know? Keep reading. And if you like stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. It all started when I moved into an old apartment. It was the kind of place that smelled like dust and forgotten memories. The floors creaked with every step, and the walls seemed to sigh when the wind blew. But the rent was cheap, and I needed a place to stay. One thing about the apartment stood out immediately: the mirror. It hung in the hallway, tall and ornate, with a frame that looked like it had been carved centuries ago. It was beautiful, but it gave me chills. The landlord told me it came with the apartment and couldn't be removed. Too heavy, he said, brushing off my concerns. Besides, it's an antique, worth a fortune. The first few nights, I avoided the mirror. Something about it felt off. Have you ever had the feeling that you're being watched? That's what it felt like whenever I passed by it. I told myself it was just my imagination. After all, it was just a mirror, or so I thought. One night, I was up late scrolling through my phone. The apartment was silent except for the faint ticking of a clock in the kitchen. I got up to grab a glass of water, and as I passed the mirror, I froze. My reflection didn't move. At first, I thought I was just tired. Maybe my brain was playing tricks on me. But no, I stared at the mirror, and my reflection stared back perfectly still. My heart raced. I waved my hand, and then it moved, but there was a delay, a fraction of a second too late. "Hello," I whispered, feeling ridiculous. To my horror, the reflection's mouth moved, but no sound came out. It was like it was mocking me, silently repeating my words. I stumbled back, nearly dropping the glass. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I convinced myself it was a dream. Sleep deprivation can do weird things to your mind, right? But deep down, I wasn't so sure. Every time I passed the mirror after that, I couldn't help but glance at it, half expecting my reflection to do something strange again. For a while, it didn't. Days turned into weeks, and I almost forgot about that night, until it whispered my name. And here's something that may surprise you. Some governments have known about these encounters for decades. The U.S. government, for example, has recently declassified thousands of documents related to UFO sightings and investigations. These documents reveal that the government has been researching strange aerial phenomena for years. Why would they keep this information secret if there wasn't something to hide? The truth is, these governments have had to make difficult decisions about how much to reveal to the public. Could the fear of mass panic or the threat of public unrest be the reason why they've kept this knowledge under wraps? But let's pause for a moment. What if the truth isn't as dramatic as alien ships landing on Earth or little green men walking down the street? What if aliens are already here, but in a way we don't expect? What if they've been subtly influencing us or communicating with us in ways that we simply don't understand? You might have heard of crop circles, those strange patterns that appear in fields overnight, some of which are so complex that they seem impossible to have been created by humans. For years, people have speculated that these patterns are messages from extraterrestrials. What if they are, in fact, a form of communication that we haven't fully decoded yet? After all, the universe is vast, and who's to say that the way aliens communicate is anything like the way we do? Maybe they're speaking to us in ways that are beyond our current understanding. And what about the mysterious Area 51? This secretive U.S. military base has been the subject of wild theories for years. Many believe it holds the key to understanding UFOs and alien life. While the government has always denied the existence of extraterrestrial activity at Area 51, there have been numerous reports from former employees and whistleblowers who claim otherwise. Could there be evidence of alien technology stored away in this secret base? Could there be extraterrestrial bodies or even living aliens hidden behind those gates? The fact that so many people are willing to risk their careers and reputations to speak out about it only makes the mystery more compelling. Let's not forget about the strange discoveries that have been made in space. For decades, scientists have been searching for signs of life beyond Earth. In 2020, scientists detected mysterious signals from deep space that couldn't be easily explained. These signals, known as fast radio bursts, seem to come from distant galaxies, but their origin remains unknown. Some experts have even suggested that these signals could be a form of communication from an alien civilization. Could these bursts be the first clue that we're not alone in the universe? And could they be a message meant specifically for us? All of this leads to one important question. If aliens are already here, what are they doing? What do they want? And how can we communicate with them? Some experts believe that extraterrestrials could be observing us, studying our behavior, and learning about our planet. It's possible that they are waiting for the right moment to make contact, or perhaps they're already in contact with certain individuals or groups. It could be that the governments and certain organizations already know much more than they're letting on, but they're choosing to keep the information secret for fear of causing panic or disruption. Others speculate that aliens are more advanced than we can even imagine, and that their technology is so far ahead of ours that they're able to interact with us without us even realizing it. What if they're able to disguise themselves in ways we don't yet understand? Or maybe, just maybe, they've already made contact with some of us, but the communication is happening on a level beyond our current technology and comprehension. So, what do you think? Are aliens already here? Have you ever had an experience that made you wonder if something else is out there? Whether you believe in aliens or not, one thing is clear. The mystery surrounding UFOs and extraterrestrial life is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning. If you've enjoyed this eye-opening journey into the world of aliens and UFOs, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll continue exploring the most fascinating and mind-blowing